All right, you guys. So like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you guys get all the updates whenever we release video content on the channel. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. Salute to my brother A Weapons. He rep Midlife Music. Make sure y'all following us on social media on our Instagram. Also, make sure that you guys check out our Facebook channel, facebook.com/Ticket TV. All these links are going to be in the description box below. You guys can also catch our podcast show. Make sure y'all subscribe to our podcast show. We'll have all the hidden content that you guys didn't see from our podcast show. So all of the links will be pinned below. Salute to everybody who donates to the stream. And we're going to get ready to get started with this stream today now. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Much love, honor, respect, and appreciation.
Man, so it's been a long night for the LeBron Ramon James fans as these guys have been trying to find any way to you know shift blame on everybody else for that atrocity that happened last night, in which is the Los Angeles Lakers losing and LeBron James losing 9 times in a row to Jokic, uh, Murray, and the Denver Nuggets, which is it's just absolute disgrace in the history of NBA professional basketball that you lose nine straight times. Uh, Former NBA player, #1 overall pick, Kwame Brown, who's more qualified than a lot of people that's on YouTube and comment sections talking, period. You understand what I'm saying? And more qualified than a lot of these fake analysts on TV talking, right? Um, you guys, y'all talk about guys like Kendrick Perkins and them and listen to what they say. But Kwame Brown had a better career than Kendrick Perkins. He had a better resume than Kendrick Perkins, if you're looking at it like that. So Brown came out and was very critical of what he saw last night in that game, right? As a former Laker, former NBA professional basketball player, former #1 overall pick. And so Kwame Brown, like us all, saw a lot of the flaws in the way that the Lakers played, but particularly the leader of the team, LeBron Ramon James, and the foolishness that comes with him. Everybody pretty much sees the writing on the wall as it's probably going to be a boatload of trades this off season, as everybody's going to get blamed for this, and Darvin Ham is probably going to get fired too. Let me take a sip of water. Um, Salute to everybody that subscribed to my podcast show too, man. My voice is gone because if you guys been on the podcast, y'all know I've been dropping a lot of content on the podcast, man. And we almost up to 4,000 subscribers on the podcast. So if y'all haven't, go to patreon.com and make sure y'all subscribe to the podcast show. The link is pinned at the top of the comments. We got almost 4,000 subscribers. But I want to talk about some of the things Kwame Brown said uh, after the game last night, because he didn't hold no punches. And, he just putting people on game as far as to some of the things that will happen. And he also spoke, um, you know, on, Mike and Kobe. And, we always talk this legacy talk with guys like LeBron James and stuff like that. But, we never talk about what other guys would have done or not have done in that situation. And last night in the conversation, I dared somebody to tell me the time that Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant lost to a team 9 straight times in a row. At any point in time in their career. Any point in time in their shout out my boy straight to the point in the comments too. Salute to you. Any point in time, I have to know when have a superstar player that we call one of the greatest ever lost to one team 9 times in a row outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. It is a complete sham, because you would think in those 9 games, guys that are that great, 2 All NBA performers. It's like what you call it said. Charles Barkley, bro. They got 2 All NBA performers on the court, bro. Oh no, no, excuse me, Mike Wilbon, and you lose like that. Mike Wilbon said, and he was right. You got two All NBA performers on the court, bro. And LeBron James and AD, they'll both be All NBA. And these guys out here making excuses when these dudes on lost 9 straight times to a different team. But I want to get to what Kwame said because I thought he made some great points in the video he did last night. If y'all haven't, go subscribe to his channel, Kwame Brown Bust Life. Y'all already know what it is. I'm gonna try and link back up with the homie soon and get some of this content out with him. Y'all already know whenever we link up, it's a classic. So salute to the brother, man. But I want to play some of what he said, man. And I want y'all to listen to what he said because he made some good points. And he talked about Mike and Kobe and what would happen if it was either one of those two facing this type of situation. Wash and dry the clothes the right way. The equipment manager will be traded next year. Fuck that. You don't fucked up the GOAT passing record. The equipment manager will be traded next year. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And hey, look here. I don't think it's the Lakers' fault. I just think Denver is a better team. Salute to you, ticket. Yeah, man, it wasn't LeBron's fault that he got there, had 7-8 turnovers. It was the jersey itching him. I'm trying to tell you. It was the jersey. Shit about Kwame is going off in the league. Don't do me like that. Come back. Come on back. It was the jersey itching LeBron. LeBron did not have no turnovers. You know damn well he And I want to stop right there. Like he mentioned that part, right? His delusional fans act like this man didn't have no. They act like he didn't have 7 turnovers. But I want y'all to remember something, right? And to the brother who said Kwame's a loser, what did you ever win? J JB Sound Production. I've never heard of your production, so it must be garbage. What did you ever win, sir? I need you to come put a face to that in the comments. Tell me, what did you ever win? What did you ever do? I want to know that from you. JB Sound Productions. Come tell us. I'm giving you free promo right now. Come tell us, what have you ever won? We want to know that. Since you said that about Kwame Brown, you have to come up here and tell us, what have you won? I'm gonna start putting you dudes on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Send me an email address. I'm gonna send you a link so you can come up here right now and tell all of my comments and all of the people that's listening what you have won. Since you said Kwame Brown is the loser himself, right? I mean, he played in the NBA, you didn't, right? So I'm waiting for you to send me your email. I'm gonna send you a link. You come on in here and you tell me what you want. But see, here's the thing with what Kwame Brown said that was so right. If Russ played and had 7 turnovers, that would be the end all be all. Russ could have 25 points, 10 rebounds. If Russ played and had 7 turnovers like LeBron did last night, they'll all be talking about Russ. They'll all be talking about Russ. Don't y'all know if you have 7 turnovers, don't y'all know how 7 turnovers affect the team? 7 from one player. 7 turnovers, right? Remember they used to say Russell Westbrook, live ball turnovers, things like that. They used to say these things about Russell Westbrook, right? Remember that now. Remember that now. Remember that now. Right? 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 Shout out to Jerome in the Cash App with the donation this morning. Salute to you, man. He said, woke up and ticket still cooking LeBron. Oh, yeah, we frying. We ain't playing no games. But it's like Kwame Brown said, bro. He gonna blame the jersey, the equipment manager, the detergent they used to wash the jerseys. The jerseys was too tight. Something wasn't right that LeBron James had 7 turnovers last night. They're gonna blame everything except for him. He don't like that bounty shit. He allegedly like game. He want them to have a game dryer sheets so that he can smell a good game while he dunking on people. So them turnovers is not LeBron's fault. That would be the equipment manager. You fired. Oh yeah, the whole team get traded next year. Every last one of them motherfuckers on the chopping block. Because it ain't LeBron's fault. I'm gonna tell you that right to the goddamn now. But me personally, I think they lost to a better team. I think they're going to lose to a better team. And there's nothing LeBron can do about it. He's an older superstar. I think his time has came and gone. And I want to say something to my brother Kareem. Kareem, you sound utterly ridiculous on your channel last night. And I got love for you, Kareem. Kareem Report. You sound ridiculous. You sitting up there on your channel, bro, talking about something. Yeah, I think that, LeBron is old. Got to give him a pass. Don't expect him to do nothing. Like, bro, don't even talk about the Lakers then. Tell him to go home. If you're going to come up there, Kareem, and make that lame ass excuse, let him go home, bro. That was Kareem. I got love for you, brother. That was a lame excuse you made last night for LeBron James, bro. Don't nobody want to hear that, bro. Don't nobody want to hear any excuses when it comes to this dude, bro. This dude have weaseled, maniacalized. This dude have absolutely weaseled his way into you guys making excuses. So now whenever he loses, he have a built-in excuse. Oh, he can't do nothing. So now you're telling guys like Austin Reeves and role players to step up and do what he's supposed to do in the clutch. Oh yeah, I knew when he got started off good, he wasn't good. Come on, Kareem, cut it out, man. You my boy, bro. I gotta call you out on that, bro. Got too much love for you, bro. Gotta call you out on that. That was absolute foolishness you was spewing on your channel last night, brother. You ought to be ashamed of yourself that you even said that foolishness, bro. Don't be a part of the foolishness that is the fake LeBron James media. Don't be that, bro. Don't be that, bro. Don't be that, Kareem. Don't do that, bro. Because you're going to lose credibility doing that, brother. Don't do that, bro. Because that's a lame excuse. This dude called himself the king. He called himself the GOAT. He's still on the court. Once you get on the court, bro, it's no excuses. Don't nobody want to hear no excuses.
Man, easy work.
And when this era is a 3-point era now, MJ
I
wasn't
don't
going to
give a
shoot like
damn.
that. MJ shoot mid ranges and stuff. Really,
And that
he
that
was
that was
shooting threes,
listen.
but
Okay. Hey, y'all, hold on one second. So, Big Dog, what you got on this? Because you the one that said this, that's going, this shit going to go viral. But it's true. You being a guy who played with both Mike and Kobe at any point in their careers, Kwame, do you feel like they would have let one team beat them 9 straight times with D'Lo taking more shots than them?
Hell no. See, hey, this is the thing though. They done built the era, and you can listen to LeBron fans. They done built the era to where it's never his fault. So he plays that way. You know, he never gonna take the ownership. There's no way Kwame Brown is gonna take more shots than Kobe Bryant because Kobe gonna say, "Hey, bring me that motherfucker." And he's not gonna let nobody take his role and his responsibility away, is which is to close the game. And I agree with the brothers that was on the panel before saying that LeBron started off too fast, and he front run last night. You got to get those guys involved, and then your job is to close the game. LeBron James' job is not the stat pad, and this is what LeBron James fans don't understand. I come up in an era where a stat sheet don't tell you shit. Film session do. See, in basketball, that's the only game where numbers lie. The only thing that don't lie in basketball is film session. When they want to point out something that you did or didn't do in a game, they don't bring you the stat sheet. They bring you the film and show you the ugly truth, the things that the stat sheet does not show. So, LeBron fans, y'all got to understand something. The reason why they keep talking to y'all about stats is because I told y'all stars are not born, they're created. And that's why they keep telling you about his stats when you know you can see what you see. LeBron want D'Lo to be blamed. He don't want it to be his fault. He don't ever want it to be his fault. That take he had with his teammates in Miami, that should have said enough.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, what did you think about that? Him throwing his teammates under the bus, saying that they didn't have enough. His teammates wasn't like up to par. You know what I'm saying?
It just goes to show that that's the leadership qualities that he has. It's my team when we win. It's your team when we lose. It's your fault when we lose. He want all the credit, all the I'm the greatest when we win, but when we lose, it's you know what? I just need a little more help. No, I couldn't play with that. I couldn't play
Right,
around that. We in the foxhole together. We win together. We lose together.
right.
yeah. But
Go ahead,
got
TC.
that
Go ahead. If you
MJ
got
had
something
that
to ask him,
same
go ahead,
mentality
TC.
right there though. MJ had that same mentality right there though. Why you think Jerry Stackhouse said, I couldn't play with MJ in
Jerry
Washington.
Stackhouse couldn't play with MJ because he didn't want to be his number two. MJ did not have that same mentality. MJ will say, "Oh shit, he fucked up." MJ will still go out with you and have a cigar after the game. He just ain't gonna pass you the fucking ball. So you'll have a problem with him for that. He knew his job. He wasn't gonna give Jerry Stackhouse the ball. I was there, so I know. I saw the argument. I saw it firsthand. Motherfucker, I'm not gonna be your Scottie Pippen. Oh, I'm sorry about that ticket. But he said, "MFer, I'm not gonna be your Scottie Pippen."
Right. He said,
But
"I'm not."
MJ wanted to be the man. but he couldn't be the man though. MJ was coming from Washington, and Washington coming from like he in Chicago. Still think he the man, but he wasn't. Stackhouse was the man.
MJ wasn't the man in your opinion, but MJ's resume still made him the man. That's how a man leaves on his shield. MJ left out. If he was a boxer, he'd have left out getting knocked out. LeBron is going to leave the same way. He stayed next year. The only reason why LeBron didn't get knocked out the same way that MJ is because they keep putting players around LeBron that can bring his style of play to light.
Kwame, why do you think the media guys like Kendrick Perkins and all these guys like this? I think this is where this mentality comes from. When you get guys like Kendrick Perkins who make excuses for every single thing that LeBron James do, he'll go on TV and they'll make all these excuses. Why do these guys do this? What is it? What is it in it for them that they are to protect this dude at all costs?
Clutch sports. These niggas need a job, bro. That's all to it. The ones Clutch Sports approached me at the Four Seasons here in Atlanta. I'm telling
Wow.
you, this is big media, man. If they will pay you to not say nothing negative about LeBron. If I wanted a boatload of money, I could sign with Clutch Sports. I'd be just like them. LeBron the greatest. LeBron the greatest.
So this is why you think like all the media members have basically because like last night, if you saw on ESPN, they say that the Nuggets stole game one. All the Nuggets fans were upset that ESPN put that up there. They put up there that the Nuggets stole game one. And fans was going crazy last night. Like, what you mean steal game one? We won game one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's always something skewed. Like even with Bronny, and I don't want to get on the young fella too hard, but they're like saying like it's the college fault that he played bad. They put him in a bad position. Like what they supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like the man came off a hard situation. They supposed to put him on a minutes restriction. They're not supposed to
Right.
throw him out there and play him all these minutes right off the jump. They got to protect themselves too.
If they thought Bronny was what they saying he is, they would have sent him back to college. The most risky thing they could do was to let him go back to college because if he doesn't play well, it's over with. They're gonna kill him. Then they'll be justified in killing him. But they got an excuse now, so a team is gonna take him because they're gonna want to get LeBron. But if he don't step up next year, even if he play bad in the league, they'll say he's just a rookie. So it just buys more excuses.
Right. Hey, let me ask you a question, man. Um, from when you played with the Lakers to what you see now, like, how is it different? Do you see like the reaction from the fans? Because I remember like when you guys were coming up, bro. Like if the Lakers Kobe was catching a lot of heat, bro. If y'all was
Mhm.
gonna lose, like the
Yeah.
key players, the star players was catching a lot of heat. Like you had big celebrities coming out calling Kobe out back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Like now it's like they don't do that with the star players no more in the league. Like they afraid to hold the star players accountable. They'll want to talk about a coach or somebody else before they actually hold the players that's on the court accountable. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, like we would get the heat in like the off season. Oh, we need to trade up to get a better big. Kwame ain't shit. Let's do this. I mean, Kwame ain't good. Let's do this. But they wouldn't do that so much during the season. Like you said, Kobe get that. You know what I mean? They used to give Kobe that heat. They used to give Gilbert Arenas that heat. If we didn't win, it was based on the superstar. The superstar was supposed to win the game. Something changed where they started promoting superstars in a way where they could do no wrong. Once you got $100 million, Allen Houston, all those guys that got 88 $100 million back then, you got paid that money in order to win. Like that was your job. Your job was to guide your team to the playoffs and start winning in the playoffs. It wasn't a role player. We're there to support you to get there. Whatever the role players do, if you have an uptick in the playoffs, then the role players did their job. If you
Bro,
average 7 in the season and you average 12 in the playoffs, you did your job.
we got like 2,000 people in here. Y'all, if y'all ain't already subscribed, y'all already know to go subscribe to Kwame Brown Bus Life. He in here with me, my brother James, and TT up in here. We in here talking about this situation. Look, man, I want to ask you something, bro. Like, the fact that you played with Mike and Kobe, bro. Now, this same situation, if you're going into a game you've lost maybe 3 or 4 in a row, what is the mentality going into the locker room since you've been there with any Mike and any? Because you played with Mike when he was older, and you played with Kobe too. Like, what is their mentality, bro, going into a locker room if you've lost to a certain team multiple times?
Shoot, Kobe gonna be letting you know all week long, and he gonna be saying, "Hey, these MFs ain't beating us this time. These MFs ain't beating us this time." That's what he gonna be talking about at practice. That's what he gonna. However many days we leading up to that game, that's what he gonna remind you about. He ain't coming to play, and in the locker room, he gonna be stoic. He ain't gonna really be saying nothing. If you playing music or doing your thing, he gonna be stretching and getting some work on his body. He already done got some shots and he gonna go out there and will his way to a win. That was his favorite word. I remember I dislocated my shoulder. Hey, you got a left shoulder. Will it in? I'm like, what the hell? They popped my shoulder back in place. He telling me, shoot with your left hand and will it in. I'm like, man, this dude, he on a different level because he ain't just telling you to do something that he wouldn't do. I've seen him do it. I've seen him pop his shoulder back in, his fingers back in, and he never come out the game. So he not asking you to do something that he wouldn't do. MJ was more laid back. MJ work in the dark. MJ will get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, go eat some food and go work out all morning long, take some shots, and then he'll sit back and play cards and more relax with it. But just something happened to MJ when the game time come on. He gonna let you know, get out the way. That's why I say it's LeBron's fault that D'Lo took that many shots. There's no way you're on a court with somebody who is that good that has this much pull in the league, and D'Lo is taking that many shots. That's not nobody else's fault. LeBron can say, "Hey, Darvin Ham, take D'Lo out and put me somebody else in here that's gonna get me the ball." He has that much pull, so he just
Yeah,
didn't. He didn't want to shoot the ball because he didn't want the morning news to say LeBron choked. He
well,
knows that the morning news is going to say D'Lo ruined the game.
I want to touch on this too, which I want to ask you something about that since you mentioned
I like
Darvin.
what he just
Because
said, Chicken.
they,
That
yeah,
was
they
some real
look.
stuff he just said.
I'm gonna let you get some question in 1 second, Jane. I want to ask Kwame something else. Kwame, Darvin Ham situation. Now since he's been a coach, they went to the Western Conference Finals. They won the in-season tournament, and now they're back in the playoffs, battling in the first round with the Nuggets. We've seen the reports. We've seen the videos of LeBron straight up ignoring this dude, not paying this dude no kind of respect. How how much of a issue can that be in a locker room if your key player is basically disrespecting your coach like that in front of the world?
Well, it's going to come from him. That's LeBron is going to set the tone to what everybody else do, and LeBron could be the reason why Darvin Ham lose the locker room because Darvin Ham is not going to be able to stand up to a character as big as LeBron, a player that size. So if you notice, there's a going thing with LeBron. They put him with first year, second year coaches for the most part. They put him with inexperienced coaches because I don't think LeBron is the type of guy. I think he's so smart that he feels like he knows everything. And that could be a good thing, and that can also be a bad thing. You can undermine your coach thinking that, hey, I'm gonna be the player and the coach. And you gotta have a character that has enough experience that can say, hell, heck no, you're not gonna tell me what to do. I'm the coach. And that's why he's never been coached by a coach like a Phil Jackson or something like that. Anybody that will challenge him, he's gonna get them out of there.
Right, right, right. Because you rarely see like I said, man, like he, bro, just the way he like disrespect Darvin Ham openly. Like his videos out there, like he don't even look at him in the huddle, look at nothing he's drawing up. It's like he just blatantly disrespect him, and it's like the other teammates are fighting a battle to whether or not they're gonna follow him or follow the coach. So
Everybody's going to follow LeBron, the media, everybody. And it's terrible that they always talk all this Wakanda stuff. LeBron ought to conduct himself better than that, especially when you're talking about somebody's livelihood. This is a black man that's probably never going to get a head coaching job again. If LeBron James don't give you the nod, who's going to deal with Darvin Ham after this? He might get an assistant role, but T. Lue he already had himself established. A couple of coaches already had themselves established, but it seems like everything and everybody that comes around LeBron, if it's less than a championship or it don't go his way, he's going to get rid of you. You're on the chopping block. And
let me
I particularly wouldn't want to be around somebody like that.
let me ask you this question: how important is it? You know how in the league when you played, it was always vets on the league. I mean,
Mhm.
on the roster, like vets you could just go to, talk to, or that will have a pulse of a team that could talk to a star player. They might not be on that level, but they have the ear of the star players because
Mhm.
they're so well respected. How much do you think that this league now misses that? And also, how much do you think that the league misses guys like Charles Oakley and guys like that being on the coaching staff. Guys like I would say Udonis Haslam, guys who you would need on the coaching staff in order to keep the BS in line. How much do you feel like that's missing in the league?
I think that's one of the biggest problems because winning ain't fun. When you win, sometimes you have internal beefs, internal problems. You have superstars with all the money. And we all have ego. I don't care if you're the last man on the bench. You have a little bit of edge about yourself to even make it to that point. So you're gonna have superstars in the league with all the money running amok, and nothing's ever their fault, and nobody's there to check them. The coaches can't check them. We had Charles Oakley. He was under the threat of violence, MJ included. Like they used to have guys on the team for that reason, and they didn't penalize them or do nothing wrong if they had to tune somebody up.
Yeah,
If they
how
had to
would
check
that
somebody, it was cool.
situation? How would that situation be? You being a guy who played under a guy, Charles Oakley was an assistant coach for you. What would be the mood in the locker room right now if Charles Oakley were an assistant coach with the Lakers?
Charles Oakley would have been cussing out LeBron. He would have been cussing out D'Lo too. He would have been like, D'Lo, what the heck are you doing shooting that many times? And LeBron, why are you not going to shoot the ball? Because Oakley know what it looks like. He knows what a superstar looks like, and he know his role. And and the going phrase used to be star in your role. And what D'Lo did wasn't his role. And somebody allowed him to do that because they don't want the media to blame one person. D'Lo is going to be the scapegoat, and they know D'Lo is gullible enough to do it. He better come out the next game and just be aggressive on defense, run the ball, push the pace, and get that ball to LeBron and AD.
Do these guys? Do you feel like those dudes, like guys like Oak and guys, guys like that, would help guys like AD too even more?
Nah, because these guys are too fragile. They'll be calling the league on Oak. They'll get Oak arrested because his method is not what it's not traditional, but it
Right.
worked. You know what I mean? Udonis coming up in people's face screaming on him. It's not traditional, but it works. Because again, these guys have ego. If LeBron James has never been under scrutiny in the media like that, we call them haters. But for the mainstream media, it's a love affair for LeBron. They don't call out nothing that he does. So he's fragile in the ego, if you ask me. So if you had a veteran player there to check him, I'm pretty sure Udonis got stories about how he had to check some of the diva mentality of LeBron. I can guarantee it. He might not just be saying it, but I know he does.
So you do feel like that's a very important factor, like now in the league, as far as leadership of the young guys, keeping the locker room in check, keeping guys out of trouble and stuff like that, and basically situations like this where you don't have somebody who can supersede LeBron James. They may
Right.
not be on this level playing wise, but LeBron respect them to where he know if I say something crazy to this dude,
Right.
it's gonna be problems. So
Right. And that's what you got to have because nobody's on LeBron James level playing wise. Nobody's on MJ's level playing wise. So that's off the table. But you still got to have somebody that guy respect. You don't want no diva running around just following a man, following his own understanding. Just think about a ticket when I was in the league, the max contract was maybe like 120, 100. When a guy got 100 million, you like, oh man, that was like the standard. These guys getting $200-300 million contract. So you really can't tell them nothing. $200-300 million contracts. Life is going good. They in the A-listers. They partying with Jay-Z and Diddy. They flying on their own yachts. They're doing everything. They like rock stars and NBA players. So you definitely need somebody that can calm down that ego when it's time to say, hey, you wrong on this one, dog. You wrong on this one. And everybody's wrong on something.
hmm so you really go ahead, James. I know you had some questions. Go ahead, James.
No, the only thing that stuck out to me is what Kwame said. Salute to you, big dog. I watch you all the time, bro. I
Salute,
know
bro.
your chat move all fast. I can't keep up with everybody, but I love what you're doing over there. What stuck out to me, what you said, was the throwing under the bus of D'Lo. LeBron was scared to take those shots. To only have one shot at that full quarter by you being in the league and playing around a lot of greats, whether they was on your team playing against them. You don't see something very like something fishy with that. I think he's trying to sabotage them, bro. Now I'm not saying to the point where because you know he wanted to make some trades, right? He didn't get what he wanted with the trades. They made him stick to his guns. Ticket been reporting on that since last year. So I think he's just trying to sabotage Darvin Ham to get somebody else in there. Now, my knowledge was when Ticket did the breakdown, it was Phil Handy. I don't think Phil Handy got enough coaching experience to to get the job done when Darvin Ham is a champion playing. He's a champion as assistant coach. So why not just give him a fair shake? I think it's more than what people think it is, as far as in the locker room, as far as eternally. What I'm trying to say is, I think that's gonna cost them this series because I do think they have the talent to beat them, right? So if LeBron take a back seat because he started early, do you give him a shot to at least win one game in this series if they play the right way? Because I do.
Yeah,
I
I
know a
think
lot of people saying sweet, but I really give him a chance to make this thing a series if LeBron play the way they was playing without him.
right. If LeBron come out there, I think they can win one at home. If LeBron come out there and stop pressing, you're a superstar. Let the game come to you. He's playing like a young cat and he's old. I don't understand the mentality of LeBron James at first quarter pressing for points on the fast break. That's cool. You get a fast break, get your layup, get your dunk. But pressing, coming down, shooting first side threes, all that for an aging player, that's weird. That's weird to me. They up and you coming down shooting first side threes. No, it's time to get the ball to AD. Let's slow this thing down. Get a penetrating pass. You don't got to score to throw it in the post. You don't even have to throw it to a score. It's called a penetrating pass. It makes the defense react, especially if you got somebody that can actually mix it up down there. Now you're getting easier threes. But to go up in the game and come down and shoot first side threes and then you blame D'Lo, I'm watching the game within the game. I'm looking at it like, why are you doing that? Why are you not getting something easy? You up now. You playing against Denver. You can't make many mistakes against Denver. That's like a boxer that you got to be perfect with. They got one punch that can knock you out. So you can't play against a team that play team ball and be coming down and shooting first side threes. And the mainstream media are not going to tell you that, but this is LeBron's fault. You don't
Let-
get up on the scoreboard and then don't throw the ball down to Anthony Davis.
Hey, Kwame, let me
Kwame,
ask
why
you
you
this
be
question.
going
So hard
Oh,
on
go ahead,
Bron,
TT. Go
man.
ahead,
Let's be
TT.
real. You just don't like Bron, dog.
Go ahead.
No,
Go
if,
ahead.
if you're gonna ask me a real question, it's because I like basketball. And what I said wasn't about LeBron per se. If anybody would have came down and shot first side threes, I don't like when Steph Curry do that. They go up and shoot step back threes. That don't make sense to me. I played up under Phil Jackson. I know what a penetrating pass means. And if you don't, go look up the terminology. It's to slow the ball down and get a high percentage shot, not just to come down and shoot threes just because it looked good for the fans. After you get a lead against a team like Denver, you have to utilize the people that you have on the floor. And you have AD on that floor. And he was playing well. Why not get something good, get the ball to the point guard, and throw the ball down to AD and spread out and see what
Go
happens?
ahead, TT. You want to get cooked? Y'all want to talk real basketball? Y'all talking about that
Hey,
fake ass
Kwame,
podcast LeBron James and JJ Redick got? This man keeping
I,
it real with y'all. He
I
keeping it
swear to
real
God,
with y'all. Go ahead, TT.
Yeah, half
that,
of these
that,
half
that
of
was
these
my
shots
next
by these
question for you,
superstars are bad
Kwame.
shots.
Hold
Half of
on,
these
James.
shots
Oh,
by these
Don't back
superstars are
down
bad
now.
shots.
Don't back
oh,
down
oh,
now, TT. Don't back down
Kwame,
now
that was
that you
my
get
that,
more
was
Ain't
my
back
respect.
last
down
question to
nothing.
you. Cause
Go
that
ahead,
was my
TT.
next point. You said about the film section, but I don't like the stats, right? Take the stats out of the game. So do you think the stats messed it up? That's why they don't practice and watch film? Because you had Isaiah Thomas say, well, we don't even practice. How we supposed to get any rhythm? So you
Yeah.
watching film, but I know you take film over stat, but do you think that messed up today's game? The analytics point of it.
What messed up today's game is this word called superstar because it makes a lot of money to create this thing called a superstar where you allot a guy 28, 29 shots. I don't care. You can take Gennaro Pargo would have been a superstar in our league if you allotted him 29 shots a game. And if anybody don't know Gennaro Pargo, I dare you to give Gennaro, even probably
I
today,
know you talking about. I know you
give him,
talking about.
yeah, give him 29 shots a game, 28 shots a game. He'd be Steph Curry. Maybe not as good as Steph Curry, but he'd be averaging 30 points in this league. Generic Pargo is a flat out scorer. So y'all get it twisted by all these the numbers and the stats. That's why I know percentages, and most big men are going to shoot over 50% because they shoot high percentage shots. Most guards are going to shoot right around 49, 48%. The great ones will shoot 50, especially if they're shooting high percentage shots. So I go off percentages. You allot anybody that many shots consistently, and they're going to score a great average. So I don't care about numbers. I look at the game within the game, which y'all can't seem to see. Some of you, not all.
No, I want to hold on, James. I want to TT. Go ahead, TT.
No, no,
Stand on your nuts. Go ahead, stand on your nuts.
all I'm saying is, I met with Kwame, but I'm gonna tell you this: what you be doing, dog? You take Bron and use Bron, an old Bron, and you compare it to a prime Kobe, prime MJ. Oh,
He not talking about. He talking about. He played with an old MJ.
I play
He
with an
telling
old
you.
MJ too, bro. The
Go ahead,
same age
Kwame.
yeah,
LeBron
Go
is.
ahead,
but you don't
Go ahead,
compare
Kwame.
old MJ to Bron.
Go ahead,
You
Kwame.
compare
Go ahead,
prime
Kwame.
MJ to
Yes, I
Bron.
will. Let's do it.
Cause I remember, I think that was last year. I remember you went viral when Bron missed that layup against Boston. You went
Mhm.
viral on that. You were using that, saying Kobe MJ won't do that.
Mhm.
First of all, Kobe and MJ weren't doing nothing at 38, 39 years old. First of all, so how can you be comparing that to what prime Kobe doing? I don't get that. Y'all be
No,
doing.
what I said was, brother, what I said was, I said Kobe and MJ had a mid range game, and I guarantee you give MJ 6 weeks, and you play half court in the NBA right now, and you put him in a spot where LeBron was by that elbow, and I guarantee you at MJ age right now, after 6 weeks of training, he'll turn around and hit a mid range shot. Because I said LeBron don't have a mid range game. Now, it don't have anything to do with whether I like LeBron or not. Can you tell me, do you think LeBron had a mid range game, kind of like Paul Pierce, when he gets around that elbow area or the free throw line, he could just rise up and hit a shot? Do you think he has a mid range game?
Well, Bron always had a mid-range game. If you go back in 09, 08, 2010, Bron had a mid-range game out of this world. So y'all tend to forget about what prime Bron was. Y'all looking at Bron right now. I think y'all don't need acting like y'all don't even remember
His shooting is
2000.
better now than it was then, though.
Well, they still shooting around. He's still shooting around the same percentage.
No,
And
that's not true. His percentage is better shooting than it was then. Now, matter of fact, LeBron James shot the best from the three his whole career this year. He shot 40 from the three this year. That was the best by far for his whole career.
well, we talking about
So,
on the average. I'm just talking about on the
oh,
average.
no. I'm saying, hold on. Because you came at Kwame talking about some, you saying this. First of all, Kwame played at Mike when Mike was 39. So Mike was averaging 20 at 39. So how you gonna tell him with and Mike wasn't playing with an all NBA player like AD at that time, who was in his prime young. Mike didn't have it at that time. Did y'all have an all NBA player on y'all's team, Kwame, at that time?
Nope. He had
Like
me,
AD?
Christian. He had me and Christian Laettner.
Thank you. So if you would have let's say you would have gave Mike one of the best big men in the league at that time, in their prime, what do you think Mike would have
Like Elton Brand, which he was going for. What you think? Look, what you think MJ would have did if he actually would have gotten Elton Brand at the time where he was averaging like 25 and 12?
done?
Then you really would have
Go
saw
ahead,
something.
TT. Go ahead, TT.
Well. First of all, he had you and Christian Laettner. Well,
Yeah, but
y'all didn't make the
I
playoffs.
was inexperienced. They drafted me supposedly so I can learn the game. I didn't know the NBA game, and
Talking
anybody
about
that go
hold
to
on.
the NBA,
He trying to deflect. He's talking about if he had a player that was AD's caliber at that time in his prime, bro. Cut it
yeah,
out. Cut it
yeah,
out.
and the person that we have that was kind of like AD was Elton Brand. At that time, Elton Brand was a double machine, and that's who he was going for. I believe if he would have got Elton Brand like he wanted, and Jerry Stackhouse, he had him, and Richard Hamilton ended up leaving, but he had plans to get another piece. He might have could have did what he thought he could have did.
He
So,
definitely would have. He
so,
definitely would have made the playoffs if he would have had one of
Yeah,
the best big men in the league
for sure he would have
in
made
his
the
prime.
playoffs.
So cut it
For
out,
sure.
bro.
okay.
Cut it out, man. So you lose on that one, TT. You lose on that one.
And he lost on the one where he said LeBron had a mid range when he was younger. Let me tell you how that doesn't make sense.
I was
LeBron
laughing
James,
hard.
yeah, LeBron James is going full court at 39 years old, which is amazing that he can run without tearing a hamstring or Achilles or calf gastroc muscle, pushing off and running that fast at his age. That's amazing. But normally, when you get older, if you already had a mid range game, you bring that out even more because 2 points is 2 points.
Yeah, hey, hold on. Stop right there, Kwame. I want to ask you something. Stop right there. I want to ask you something since you said that. How do you feel about the whole media, the entire mainstream media, ignoring a top 75 player NBA champion, former MVP, a former Defensive Player of the Year, and a perennial All-Star
Don't
in the
make me do
league,
it, Ticket. Don't make me do
saying LeBron James, he said LeBron James is on that new juice.
it.
Well, how do you personally feel about the entire mainstream media ignoring that story when LeBron James out here outrunning and out jumping 21-year-olds in year 21? Go ahead, dog. You know I'm
Stars
mad.
stars are not born; they're created.
Why do you think the media ignored that, and why do you think LeBron James ignored that story or
Because
those allegations?
because stars are not born; they're created. I'm gonna say that so I don't get sued, but
But I'm
I
saying,
do.
what does that mean?
Because they've created this thing. They've created this whole hysteria around LeBron that we just repeat whatever the media says. Oh, the reason why he can do this is because he spent $2 million a year on his body. So you mean to tell me somebody with money can just spend $2 million on their body, and if you already had an athletic base, then you can still do things that are almost unhuman because what you have new hamstring, new knees, new toes, new what? Your quick twitch muscles just get young again. Like I don't understand it.
First of all, Bron just got skills. First of all, it's just about skills, man. You can't.
We're not talking about the skills. We're not.
We're
Hold on.
not
Hold
talking
on.
about skills. We're
Hold on.
talking
See,
about running full court.
First of
you
all,
do. Hold on. You crazy
We're
stuff.
not talking about skills, bro.
Let's
We're
talk
talking
about
about
skills.
running full court.
First of all, what KG said. That back. First of all, he went. I don't. To me personally, I don't think he was
So
talking
wait a
about
minute.
skills.
You said you
He
talking about skills. MJ,
he
I
talking about
watched
just.
MJ. Listen, I watched MJ in a practice destroy every young cat, but he did it in a way that was gracious, like an old man supposed to, like an older man
Hold
is
on.
supposed
And
to.
Kwame, let me ask you that. Why you said that? What do you think about the narrative that people suggested that MJ after this whole LeBron conversation came up, you know how much guys like Isaiah and all these dudes despise Michael Jordan. So
Hmm.
if they had any inkling that Michael Jordan was cheating, they would have outed this dude a long time ago. But how do you feel about the people that came out in the aftermath and tried to incline that Michael Jordan was using something because LeBron James wouldn't answer the allegations that Chael Sonnen and guys like Kevin Garnett and them was spilling out about him?
Well, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They're not talking about MJ being on like a substance to help him play basketball. The rumor mill that MJ was on some type of drug that a lot of people assumed or said that MJ was on cocaine. So that's what a lot of people are insinuating. That's why my former teammate said there was a drug problem in the league. So that's what they were talking about. Am I saying MJ was on cocaine? Absolutely not. I don't know nothing about that. Do I think that help you make a jump shot or recover from an injury? No. So that don't have nothing to do with anything. I
No, no, no,
think
no, 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 no. Forget no. I'm talking about. It's been people that have been accusing him saying that they thought he was on PEDs.
no, no.
From
That is the
anything
ticket.
that you saw, from
No
anything.
ticket. I'm talking about the player that you talk about too,
No,
who
I ain't talking
said
about him.
that.
No, no, no. I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about other people have been saying
Who said they thought
that.
MJ was on
It's
something?
been other. I ain't gonna say no names, but it's been other videos and other people that tried to suggest that Michael Jordan was using PEDs. Now you played with Mike late
Man, they
in
need
his
to stop
career.
the cap.
Now
Stop
you
the
played
cap.
with Mike. His athleticism declined.
Yes.
But his skills is what kept him. Well, I'll let you speak how you
Let,
saw
let,
it.
let, let me explain it, man. I've watched MJ sit on a training table and they stick needles in his knee to drain the fluid out of his knee because he could barely walk. He used to do that routinely 2-3 days before a game just so he can play. So this wasn't a guy. He was just putting on a performance. Y'all didn't see behind the scenes to get him to the court. Like he was an aging man for real. Like I was wondering why the hell he was still doing it. Like this don't look like fun. This look like it hurt for you to do this. And so,
But my thing
but
is,
his skill level, when they did drain him out, and when he was good, he didn't. When MJ whipped you, because he could still whip you. When he whipped you like an older man. He wasn't flying over top of you. He wasn't sprinting past you full court. He was rocking you to sleep. He was using his skill set that was unmatched by anybody else. He was using his pivots, his pump fakes, and his mind. All of the things that LeBron does not have.
well, sometimes Bron play like an old man. You know, he taking one
Man, get
step
out of
Sometimes
here, man.
when
Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
when
Get out
I
of here.
just watched LeBron
Get out of here.
outrun. He got a steal. He outran the whole Denver team in Denver for the layup at 39.
Yes. Get out of here, bro.
dog.
Like, come on,
Man,
bro.
y'all keep acting like hey, this is unbelievable what
It
LeBron.
is. We ain't never seen it.
It
Bro,
ain't
you
unbelievable.
must
It's
ain't never
almost
heard of a
unheard of.
Floyd May. You must ain't never heard of a Floyd Mayweather or something. In
Who?
Floyd
20
Floyd
Man,
Mayweather.
man,
in
come on,
20 years,
bro.
still
Come on.
fighting like
Come
he
on, man.
prime.
Come on, man.
It's
Come
the
on,
same
man.
thing. It's the
Come on,
equivalent.
man.
It's the same
Come on, man.
thing.
And see, Kwame, this is the type of foolishness that's being put out here. Right. That's why me and Kwame got to get it.
Man, that's
Just
crazy.
like Shay Sharp and them got nightcap. Me and Kwame got to get a show. It'll be the hottest show in the sports world because it's gonna be full of truth. See, guys
Yeah.
like this dude right here, TT Jobs, that's disgusting. That you comparing Floyd Mayweather, a boxer, to a dude that's out
No,
running and
look,
out jumping dudes
bro,
on a basketball court. That's disgusting, man.
bro, it's
Listen,
even worse. What you
no, what do
talking
you
about?
mean? What are you talking
This
about?
nigga ticket funny.
Dude,
Hey, what?
Man,
Hold
I'm
on, what,
laughing
bro.
hard
What
over
are you
here,
talking
I
boy.
about,
was
This
just
man?
about
is
to say that,
crazy.
man. You talk about somebody your hamstring and your calf supposed to be popping
Fast.
at that
This
age,
nigga brought up
jumping that
Floyd
high.
Mayweather.
I watched LeBron go down the lane, dunk on somebody with his left hand, roll and flip up like a gymnastic, and take off down the court at 39. I said, "Holy shucks!"
God. Like, man, and let me ask you this question though. Because Kwame, they said they tried to use that, oh, well, Mike gained 15 pounds in the off season, like from around the 90, early 90s to when he started like winning those championships, when he linked up with the great trainer over there with the Chicago Bulls, Tim
Mike
Grover.
Grover.
Tim Grover. No,
Yeah,
Tim
yeah,
Grover.
Tim
Yeah,
Grover.
yeah, yeah,
Tim
yeah, yeah.
Grover.
So is it abnormal? Did you think it was abnormal to see a player put on 10 to 15 pounds of muscle in the summer when they were smaller coming into the league? Or
Well,
was that part of like some of y'all's plans where you come into the league skinnier, they got to get you bulked up a little bit, put some weight on you. So you gain 10 to 15 pounds in the summer because what are some of the things they do to like if you got a skinny guy that comes in the league, Kwame, and they want to put some weight on you, what are some of the things they do to put that weight on you?
they put me on that same diet. Like MJ believed in steak, potatoes. Like he would eat this religiously. He would eat it in the mornings. He would eat it before the game. He would eat steak and eggs, and he would eat steak and potatoes and broccoli or some vegetable before the game. So it was a high meat diet because MJ was so skinny. And MJ would work out at 6 a.m. and he would also work out in the afternoons with lifting. So that was just old school work. MJ is like an OCD mindset. If you keep beating him at something, he's gonna obsess in his mind on how to beat you. Like I don't know, like the people who have OCD that gotta jump up and clean, like he's like that. He's meticulous when it comes to winning. And because he lost so much, that's what taught him how to win. And if you tell MJ this is what you need to do to win, he will do all of those things while having fun. I don't know how he can stand up and gamble and golf, but this is the only man I've seen that religiously wake up at 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning to be at 6 a.m. workout on steak and eggs, lifting 110-pound dumbbells. Y'all thought he was skinny MJ, but he's lifting 110-pound dumbbells in the morning and in the afternoon. So that workout that Grover put on him, he worked his behind up. I saw it firsthand from an aging guy. So I couldn't imagine what he was doing when he was younger.
Kwame, a guy
well,
like
I get
when you hold on, TT. Kwame, when you look at a guy like Stephen A. Smith, that is now coming out saying that if LeBron James were to win a championship this year, he's automatically the GOAT. What do
Mhm.
you think when you hear stuff like that? When guys are saying things like this, like, oh, if he wins the chip this year, even if AD is the best player, they're saying if he wins the chip this year, he's automatically the greatest player ever.
I would wonder why a sports commentator is even insinuating that he could win a championship when you know Denver is who they are. So if I was Denver, I would be very nervous about who my referees are going to be for the next coming games if Stephen A. Smith is blowing the whistle like that.
Right, right, right. Okay, go
Because
ahead.
they've done it before. They've been a last seed or whatever, a play-in team and got to the Western Conference Finals. So I'm telling you, you never know what can happen in this league.
Right. Go ahead, TT. You was gonna say something.
no. I was just saying. Everybody body different. Like far as you were saying,
Bro,
how
time out, bro. Time out. Ain't nobody's body like that though, bro. We ain't seen no bro. Ain't no you're not gonna tell me that one person in human history of life, only one person is built like that. But then his offseed is not built like that either. His
So
offspring is not built. So Bronny's not built like that. But LeBron James is he was created somewhere that unparts of the unknown parts that we don't have any idea about. And y'all smash the like button. We got 2,400 people in here. I'm on here live with my brother Kwame Brown. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe if y'all not already to Kwame Brown Bucks Life. Y'all already know he be coming giving those big post game shows and stuff during the playoffs. He gave a big one last night, and he said something when I was in it listening to his
well,
stream
I
that
can.
caused me to do this video when he was just speaking on how Mike and Kobe and them guys they would have never. It don't matter what age they were. You would have had to, bro. It was gonna have to be it would have to be some both their legs and arms broken for they lose 9 straight times to any one team, any one player. Ain't no way in hell.
Well, they lost like that with the Clippers. Then they finally beat the Lakers.
Who?
So
Who? What?
Lakers.
Hold on. When did Michael Kobe lose 9 straight times
Oh
to
no,
one player?
no,
What team?
they never did.
I
Uh,
I'm waiting till I want him to answer
He
what
can't answer that,
39-year
James.
old that
He
we
cannot
seen
answer
playing
that.
like
Hold on,
LeBron
James.
right now.
James,
what?
that
Well,
should disqualify. Hold on. That should disqualify you already. Is that he can't answer that.
answer
And then
what?
he says, and Kwame, then he says, oh, well, we seeing LeBron do stuff we ain't never seen him do this late. Bro, MJ nor Kobe played with a guy in the end of their career like AD. So make it make sense, TT. You can't.
And Kwame just said that you could give him Elton Brand. Elton Brand not supposed to be on AD level. From what my understanding is, how they talk about AD and boost him up. That's why LeBron wanted him. You know, the AD wanted that's all folks shirt. You know, he wanted to go be with LeBron. So they teamed up. They got you one ring. And the resume it just ain't living up to two top 75 players. Like when you had two stars, a Bird, a McHale, a Bird, a Parrish, whoever you want to team up, Magic, Kareem. Them dudes had winning records, man. Them dudes ain't had no losing records. So when you talk about this guy like y'all talk about him, I just don't see what y'all looking at, man. Because we done seen 4 decades of this stuff, bro. And I'm talking about greatness. I
Hey,
seen
Kwame,
Isaiah play with a bowling ball on his ankle because of the love of the game. These dudes, man, low manage too much. They don't have the love of the game. It's like they helping each other get ranked so they can say their era was better than ours when they supposed to be competing with each other.
Kwame,
Like Jordan would have never did none of these dudes doing like I'm teaming up with Barkley to go get one rank. Nah,
Kwame,
no.
this why we gotta get a show, Kwame. We gotta get a show, bro, because we gotta destroy this narrative, man. Because it's a lot of foolishness being put out here. Like I'm seeing dudes say, like we want to hear real basketball talk. Guys ain't never played basketball, but Kwame Brown played in the National Basketball Association, was the #1 overall pick. You understand what I'm saying? Had a better career than Kendrick Perkins. You understand what I'm saying? But you gonna sit up here listening to what Perk say, well, whatever Kwame say or whatever. No, I don't want to hear. No. And then you gonna tell a real basketball player, real ballers, what real basketball talk is. Kwame, let me ask you this question. How much of what's inside of your chest, forget the X's and O's, how much does what's inside of your chest make up for what is put out there on that court? Can y'all hear Kwame?
Can y'all hear
Nah,
me? Can y'all hear me now?
yeah,
Yeah,
you
we can
good.
hear you. Go ahead,
You
go ahead.
good.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's a big part of it. I mean, it's a mental game because you got to mentally will yourself through, but you got to have the heart in those big moments. That's what separate the great players from just everybody else, all the other players and everybody else in the world. It's not that many degrees of separation. The guy that's the last guy on the bench and the guy that's the superstar that want to step up on that line and shoot the free throw when the game is on the line, that guy just he just goes about his business and his mindset is a different way. And I just think the league is just the media is watering the league down, trying to drag these superstars always into the picture. Why are we always talking about the Lakers? We're always talking about the Lakers because it's the business of basketball now. And these guys don't want to talk real basketball, but they want the people that they like to talk basketball. Because I would be the guy saying that shot by Steph Curry, even though it went in, that was a horrible shot. They're up 10 points shooting a step back three, and that's not going to win the game at the end of the game. I would be saying throw the damn ball down there in the loony and let him get a feel for the game so the ball don't feel like a brick whenever it does hit his hand. And see, they done did away with the old school coaches like Larry Brown. It was no wonder why Larry Brown can win a championship with the Detroit Pistons, a team that really couldn't score a lot of offense. Had Ben Wallace, a guy who really wasn't a scorer, but the first 3 plays of every game went to Ben Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody thought
Good
Larry
point.
Brown was the craziest coach in the world. But the reason why you give a big man a bone like that, you turn Ben Wallace on for the rest of the game.
Right.
And even when Ben Wallace, he'd throw a hook and throw it over the top of the backboard. The next thing you know, Ben Wallace got 8 blocks, 14 rebounds, and 14 points. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Kwame, we gotta get together and do a show, bro. It's too many people that be coming in, tapping in, listening. Whenever we link up, bro, it's a classic, man. We got to do a show because it ain't just gotta be about basketball. We can do a show just talking about a little bit of everything, real life issues and stuff like that, bro. 'Cause I'm telling you, man, it's trying to change the narrative, bro. I'm tired of the narrative that's being pushed out here. People afraid to speak the truth. People afraid to stand on business. People acting like they think they know what they talking about when they talking about let's talk about real basketball. But you got big 300-400 pound dudes running around here like Brian Will ain't never played basketball before in their life, trying to degrade and talk a dude like AI, talking about he wouldn't have been efficient in this league. Bro, it's time to
Mhm.
take this thing over, bro. I mean, I swear to you, bro.
He
I
said
promise.
AI wouldn't have been official in this
Yes,
league.
Brian
Oh,
Yeah,
Windhorst.
wow.
that's what he said.
Brian Windhorst,
Hell
Wow.
yeah,
bro.
he said that.
All 385 pounds of them said that AI wouldn't be efficient and effective in this league, bro. This is
Wow.
why me and you need to exist, bro, to defeat these type of narratives and this type of stuff going on, bro. And I refuse to lose and listen to all the foolishness, jockstrap sniffing, and everything else going on, bro. So, bro, all you gotta do is, bro, I'm at you behind the scenes. All you gotta do is let me know, dog, and we can do it. We can get it, bro. Cause this time, man, it's too big. This thing is too big. Everybody asking for it. Everybody wants it. You understand what I'm saying, bro? And we gotta give them what they want, man. I'm tired of sitting back here watching these dudes play these games, man, and push these narratives, bro. When I heard that, Kwame, I was done. When I heard him say that AI, a dude who laid it all out on the court, gave everything he had, never complained about his teammates, Kwame. Never
Mhm.
complained about his team. You never heard him demanding trades, asking for his teammates to be traded. The man embraced and loved his teammates, bro, and put it all on the line for the disrespect that
Kendrick
these.
Perkins said that.
No. Brian Windhorst said that. That
Oh,
LeBron
like
James.
what the hell? What does he know about
Come on,
basketball?
bro. Come on, man. But these are the dudes they putting out here, giving YouTube channels, giving 300, 400,000 subscribers, and telling you they know basketball.
Man, he know more about chili cheese fries and hot dogs than he
Come
do
on, bro.
basketball. Come on,
Come
man.
on, bro. Hey, y'all, hey, everybody that's listening, y'all better hope that Kwame ain't down to do no show with me. Y'all better hope that, bro. 'Cause I'm telling you right now, if it happens, ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody, cause it gonna be truth told. It might be called the Truth Got Daggone Podcast, cause that shit gonna be told. You understand what I'm saying? And so, bro, man, I don't want to take up too much of your time today, man. I appreciate you coming in here, man. Give me your time, brother. And I'm definitely gonna hit you up on that, man, cause it's time to go ahead and get this thing going, man. Like I said, man, Brian Windhorst had the nerve to come out here and tell this era where a whole new era of dudes that may not have really seen AI, bro, and they would disdain and stain these dudes' names. And this is why guys like you are important, Kwame Brown, because last of a dying breed, brother. Last of a dying breed. Last of the
But
guys.
see, but ticket, they can't see where that's coming from. They don't see that LeBron hired this dude, and so the fact that that's even allowed to be said, where do you think that's coming from?
That's crazy, bro.
All of that, all man, that got to be a fragile ego that all of the other superstars that had some type of control over our culture, that they want to just take all the shine off of them. You can't take away AI shine. AI got the whole hood. You can't do it. AI can go anywhere and he's loved by everybody. White folks, black folks in the hood. Like LeBron will never be able to have that type of impact. He knows it. I don't care what nobody on this panel say. I don't care what the people on Instagram say. AI can go places that LeBron will never be able to go just because of who he is and
And
the impact that he had.
bro, you know how I know that? You know how I know your voice so powerful, bro? Like when you had the attention of the world, bro. When you had the attention of the world and started kicking that real, you know what I'm saying? All that hate started coming, bro. That's how I knew. That's how you know you telling the truth. Like
Mm-hmm.
what out of nowhere, all that hate started coming, and all you people trying to come back at that's how you know you stand on business and you speaking the truth. When you get that much hatred, that much this thing, bro, man, I'm gonna hit you up behind the scenes. I don't know if you down or not, but I'm tell you something, bro.
I'm
We're
telling you
gonna make
something.
something happen. I got
Hey,
some
bro,
stuff
I'm
up.
telling you. Hey,
We got
listen,
some
bro.
stuff in the works. I'm
I'm
telling you.
trying.
We
Hey,
got some
man.
shit in the
Hey,
works.
it's time to defeat this narrative, bro. Because I don't care if it's just 2 or 3 nights a week, bro, or two just for an hour. I don't
Well,
care, bro.
I'm in the midst of trying to move because it done been the second attempt of somebody trying to burn my house down. So
Oh
I
man,
clearly saying something that somebody
right,
don't like. So
right.
I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
move to
we going
Florida.
we going dog. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling because y'all already know when Kwame and Ticket get together, boy, it's gonna be some slow singing and flower bringing, baby. Y'all already know that. You gonna get it. You gonna get it the old school style, straight up. And so again, salute to everybody
Salute to you.
that came through, man. Shout out to my brother Kwame Brown, Bust Life.
Yep.
Y'all need to go subscribe to his channel. Brother
Salute
be
for
getting
him.
great
Thank you
breakdown.
for coming through, big dog.
That's a
Yeah,
fact, bro.
and salute to all y'all on the panel, even the LeBron fans that didn't agree. At least y'all disagree respectfully this time, because a lot of y'all get crazy. So salute to all y'all. I'm gonna do a panel about this too, because now that Ticket did this, I'm getting a lot of hate mail about my video last night.
Right, right. Hey, what you gonna say?
Golly.
What you said is gonna be all in the headlines come tomorrow. What you said about Mike and
What I
Kobe.
said so
No,
wrong?
because no, I'm saying because
But
it
it
was
was the
so much
truth, though.
truth.
The truth
There was so
hurts.
much truth to it that people ain't really like this video right here, Kwame Brown. This video going viral right now. Like what you said last night, I don't even know because when I asked you that, I asked you because you can't nobody tell you because you play with both guys. You
Yeah,
play you play with Kobe and Mike and against LeBron. So you play with both guys. So can't nobody say, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. How he don't know what he's talking about when he play with both guys?
that nigga
And
said,
he
"Man,
play
we unsubscribing from Kwame Brown."
right. So again, hey, so y'all make sure
What
y'all
part
subscribe
you
to y'all.
what part you think they going what part you think they gonna talk about? Like what?
No,
I
the
don't
part where you
understand.
said that Kobe and Mike would never
Oh, okay.
lose 9 straight times to one team.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
fine.
insane. Bro, listen, you say this dude is the greatest. You have 2 All-NBA performers on the same team, and you have lost 9 straight times to a team that only have one All-Star on that team, and that's
Yeah,
Jokic. One All-NBA performer in Jokic.
And they
yeah,
don't
But you
give
lost
Jamal
nine
Murray
straight.
no credit.
And remember, Kwame, they said Michael Jordan used to play against old, slow plumbers and farm workers that was slow, couldn't move. Well, Jokic ain't athletic. And he dominating this era right now.
yeah. Jokic ain't fast at all, but boy, he get to the money.
Dominating this era right now. And this is another thing I want to talk to you about on a different stream. How they eradicated the big men out of the NBA. They took all the old school big men, all of the defenders, all of the bruisers. They took these dudes out of the league. So the dudes that you would need to deal with a dude like Jokic in the post, you ain't got them no more. Why? Because they want to play dudes like Roy Hachimura on these guys and stuff like that, bro. Come on, man. So you've eliminated the big man. Bro,
Yeah,
this is
for
something
points.
we gotta get to this, bro. We have to defeat this narrative, bro.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me know.
Man, I'm on it, bro. I'm
All right.
definitely
Salute to you, man. Salute to
all
y'all.
right, man. All right, James, you got
All
final
right,
words before we
salute.
get out of here?
Nah, man, good show, man. Thank you for coming through, man. And I'm always tuning in. When you drop another one, I'll be on that thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a. Hey, everybody that's in here, go subscribe to Kwame's channel. I think he said he gonna go live and cook on this. Cause like I said before, man, I ain't never seen a dude they say is the GOAT lose to a team 9 straight times, possible 10. That's crazy, bro. 9 straight times to one team? Nine
That sounds
times.
like role player stuff to me, Ticket.
9 times. But my boy
Cause
over there from the shout out to my boy Kareem. My boy from the Kareem report talking about, hey, no, I don't know, cause see, LeBron got tired. Man, come on, Kareem, man. Come on, bro. I got too much love and respect for you, bro, and your network for you to push that narrative and say this dude. Cause don't nobody else get spared. They blame
when
they
he said
blame
he got
Russell Westbrook.
time,
They blame Russell Westbrook before. Remember they said it was Russell's fault. He was a cancer.
yeah,
They blame Russ. Now they blaming D'Lo. Before that, they was blaming Schroeder the first time he was there. Remember the first time Schroeder was there? They blamed Schroeder.
yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Kwame
They
did
used to
make a
blame
good
Brandon
point, though,
Ingram,
Ticket.
blame Kuzma, blame everybody. It's bodies everywhere, James. It's bodies everywhere, James. Do you know the
I thought,
bodies, James? Do you know the bodies?
man, Kwame brought up a good point when he said he trying to make Dito take that fall. For him to take one shot in the full court and not be aggressive like he was in the first half, that's icing on the cake for me. That's why I don't
James,
like him, bro. He do that on purpose.
James,
That's why
do
you
you
get
know
the
the bodies?
cash.
Do you know the bodies, James? And this is
Yeah,
why
I
I
know a
can't
lot of
stand,
them.
bro. I cannot stand. I don't have a problem with like LeBron James fans that are reasonable. I have a problem with LeBron James fanatics that are unreasonable. And I want y'all to think about something. We should have well over 5,000 likes by the end of this video because there's been so many people listen to this video. I want y'all to think about something, man. I really want y'all to think about something. Think about all of the bodies since he been to LA. Forget the entire NBA career. This man threw his teammates under the bus while he was with Miami on a super team. He threw his teammates under the bus. But I want y'all to see something. Just with the Lakers. With the Lakers,
Yes.
James. Listen to the bodies. Lonzo Ball, Michael Beasley,
Woo.
Isaac Bonga,
What?
Reggie Bullock.
Who?
All these dudes weren't good enough for LeBron James. All of them wasn't good enough. KCP, Tyson Chandler,
Huh?
Josh Hart, who's in New York City right now, holding it down,
Balling.
straight up and down.
Balling.
Brandon Ingram,
Balling.
Kyle Kuzma, JaVale McGee, Mike Muscala, Svi, Rajon Rondo, who they got rid of after they won a championship, Lance Stevenson, Mo Wagner, Ivica Zubac, who they traded to the strippers. I'm going to keep going, James. It gets deeper than that. It's
That's
deeper than
about
that,
20
James.
bodies right there,
It's
man.
James, it's deeper than that. It ain't deeper than rap. It's deeper than that. So, James,
Yeah.
Giannis's brother, Kostas Antetokounmpo, Avery Bradley. Remember how they did Avery Bradley? Avery Bradley. Let's keep going. Quinn Cook, Troy Daniels,
Mm.
Danny Green. Remember when they did to Danny Green in the NBA Finals when he missed that
Yeah.
shot?
Death
Horton
threats.
Tucker, Taylor Horton Tucker. They kept him instead of Caruso, paid him all that money, and then sent his ass to Utah. I'm going to keep cooking. Dwight Howard. Remember that Dwight Howard, James, that was able to guard Jokic in the post? They got rid of him. Remember when he gave Jokic all them problems when they played him in the bubble? They got rid of him. Markieff Morris. These are all the bodies that's laying around, right? All the bodies. Let's keep going, y'all. I told y'all, it's all kind of bodies around here. Andre Drummond, right? Marc Gasol, Montrezl Harrell. James, we ain't heard from Montrezl Harrell since. We have not heard from Montrezl Harrell since. Remember when Lakers fans was hyping up Damian Jones? Where the hell is Damian Jones at now? Wesley Matthews. They came and put him on the bench. He ended up going the next year and starting for the Milwaukee Bucks again. Alfonso McKinney. Remember when he came over from the Golden State Warriors? Oh, ticket don't miss, y'all. I don't miss. Ben McLemore, right? Dennis Schroeder. These are all the bodies that LeBron James have left hanging around. And y'all running about the great Carmelo Anthony, 3 to the dome. Trevor Ariza. These are the bodies, y'all. DJ Augustine. Somebody's uncle, Kent Bazemore. Look at this. Darren Collison. Remember they brought Darren Collison to one of the games late in the season? Had him sitting down with Jeannie Buss, acting like he was the answer? Yeah, we going to get Darren Collison. Bodies everywhere. Wayne Ellington. Remember when they said Wayne Ellington was going to be that shooter and then tore him the strap? We ain't seen Wayne Ellington. I ain't heard from him in a minute. What about Wayne and Gabriel? Blackistan. What about him? It's bodies everywhere, Jay. What about Jay Huff, who came in hitting threes out of anywhere, the big man? They got rid of him. I don't know. This is all LeBron James. Stanley Johnson. Remember when they were talking about, we said Stanley Johnson, the next new Queens, Ron Artest, Queens. He's supposed to be that defensive stopper on the wing? Let's keep going, y'all. I ain't finished yet. What about DeAndre Jordan? DeAndre Jordan's getting quality minutes with the Denver Nuggets, a championship team, right now after he left LeBron James. And they said his career was over with, James. They said his career was over with. They said DeAndre Jordan's career was over with when he played with LeBron James. But he went over and played with Jokic. And now he may get 2 rings. After LeBron, they said he was over with because he played with Joe King. The new age Bobby Brown, Malik Monk. Bodies
Hey, bro, I gotta
everywhere.
get some further grease, bro. Let me change my
Isaiah
grease right
Thomas.
quick. All right, now keep
Isaiah
going.
Thomas. Isaiah Thomas again. Russell Westbrook. You remember when they did to Russ? They blamed Russ for everything. Russ is up for
Oh,
6 man of the
do
year
we
right now.
all?
He's up for 6 man
Do
of the year
we
right
all?
now with the LA Clippers. James, what about Mo Bamba? Remember when they hyped up Mo Bamba and said Mo Bamba's going to help us off the bench? What about him? Sterling Brown, right? Troy Brown Jr. What about Thomas Bryant when he was out there getting double doubles and he
Hey,
threw him under
what's
the
your boy
bus,
name
stepped
there?
on him and spit on his thing? Well, let's
Number
keep going, James.
4.
I'm not finished, James.
Walk.
I got
Oh,
more.
go ahead, go ahead.
James, I got more people, James. What about
Go ahead,
Kendrick
go
Nunn,
ahead.
James? James, we ain't heard from Kendrick Nunn since. Where in the hell is Kendrick Nunn? We haven't heard from Kendrick Nunn. Scottie Pippen Jr. You understand what I'm saying? Matt Ryan, saving Ryan's privates. Matt Ryan. What
God
about him?
damn.
Cole Swider, they hyped this little boy up and sent him straight to hell. What about Tristan Thompson? What about him? What about him? He's somewhere buried in Cleveland again, can't pass the test. What about the hot tamale himself, Juan Toscano Anderson, coming from the Golden State Warriors? These are all the bodies. What about Lonnie Walker, the fourth? What about him, James? Send him over to New York to the
That's
Brooklyn
what I
Nets.
was thinking about. Lonnie
Let's keep
Walker.
going,
That was my
James.
dog.
Let's keep going, James. The bodies is everywhere. And what's the new bodies gonna be, James? I'm gonna give you the new body count. Torian Prince, new body count. Austin
Checkmate.
Reeves, gonna be on a new body count. Jackson Hayes,
Checkmate.
gonna be on a new body count. Roy Hachimura, gonna be on a new body count. Max Christie, gonna be on a new body count. Christian Wood, gonna be on a new body count. Cam Reddish, gonna be on a new body count. Jared Vanderbilt, maybe they keep him, maybe they don't. He been hurt. LeBron may trade him too. Spencer Dinwiddie, gonna be on the body
Gone.
count. Jalen
Gone.
Hood Shafino, gonna be on the body count. And you
Gone.
know they gonna get Gabe Vincent up out of there. Y'all better stop playing with me. There is nobody in this basketball world that's doing it the way I do it. This man got bodies everywhere, and they all blame everybody except for LeBron Ramon James. There you have it. Like, share, subscribe. Go
Salute.
subscribe to Kwame's channel, Kwame Brown Bus Life. Subscribe to my podcast show, link pinned at the top of the comment section. It be so lonely at the top, y'all. We will be doing the post games. We will be on
Say,
the
bro, that was
podcast
just for
show.
the Lakers too, huh?
We going to 4,000 for the podcast show, 4,000 subscribers. Man, if y'all not subscribed, we on the way to 4,000. This why I'm the best. All y'all dudes over there at PC listening, this why I'm the final boss. I am the final boss. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I'm the man. You understand? I am the man, the myth, and the legend, baby. You understand? So all you little companies, stuff like I said before, you look at me, you look at greatness, point blank, period. You understand what? You look at me, you look at greatness when you look at my face. You understand? Some of y'all couldn't get 2,000 people to go to a free food carnival. We got them in the chat right now, consistently for 2 hours straight and counting. And we ain't doing nothing but getting bigger and better. Appreciate everybody. Go subscribe to the podcast show. And y'all already know what's coming today. First up, James, we have the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics, baby. And I will be on the podcast show cooking on the post game on that. So make sure y'all go subscribe and check me out, man. Link is pinned at the top of the comments. James, I'm going to holler at you later on the day.
All right. Salute everybody.
Gone.
Much love.
Shout out to my boy James Hay, man. Know your boy sports and news. You understand what I'm saying? Road dog. Y'all already know what it is. Salute.